How's it going, guys? So, I just want to give a quick announcement for the new channel that's going to be this one, Revolutionary Road. We're going to be creating a new revolutionary news channel that's essentially going to be uh, putting out content that is meant to uplift people's consciousness, uplift people's understanding of world events, of history, of politics, of philosophy, all of these aspects. But it's also going to have different segments, including like a stock segment where I discuss Canadian cannabis stocks and give like a stock of the week where I'm going to discuss which stock you should be looking at investing in, or you should be keeping an eye on in order to see exactly the growth of these different companies and how you can be making a profit from that growth. But the other thing that I'm going to be doing here is trying to discuss uh, political and historical events. I myself actually have a master's degree in history. I just defended my thesis a couple weeks ago and received my master's degree from the University of Waterloo. And I am essentially looking at writing and producing my thesis as a book and getting it published, which I'm in the process of doing now. I focus on imperialistic ideologies and their influence on domestic and foreign relations in Western civilization. So essentially, how like cap colonialism and ideas of imperialism, like social Darwinism and how capitalism influences racial hierarchies and understanding of kind of uh, political and social uh, cultural conditioning and domination through various aspects. So what I want to do is essentially discuss how my interests correlate with what I want to do in this channel, essentially, and bring it all together and produce some sort of news channel in which I can give you kind of reports about what I'm doing and research that I'm putting out. Like my first report is going to be on Parchment Farm State Penitentiary in Mississippi, and I want to give like a special report. I'm going to do like a quick maybe 15 minute documentary on just like my Peter Kropotkin documentary, which I'm going to do in another special report as well. And then I give like maybe a 10-minute segment on stocks, maybe a 10-minute talk about sports, and maybe like because various fantasy sports and things. Just these are just all my interests, but also things that I think I can give kind of at least decent advice in for most people. So what I want to do right here is just give a quick seg segment almost into my very first stock of the week, stock pick of the week, and where I think people should be looking to invest their money right now. So the one stock I want to highlight at this moment is Auxly Cannabis, formerly it was formerly known as Cannabis Wheaton Corporation, and they switched their name to Auxly Cannabis recently. But their stock has been doing fairly well the last little bit. As you can see, they recovered from their dip when pretty much all stocks were in decline over there. I actually thought I was actually kind of stupid. I kicked myself because I knew I should have got in at this price and I didn't. I was kind of sitting back and like, well, but I should have got in at 74. It's up to $1.22 now, and I think that's still a very valuable, decent price to get in at. I think it'll still go down if you guys want to like, give it a week or two, and maybe even upwards at the end of the month. But I think you're going to see the stock starting to go up, extraordinarily quickly come this time, you know, next year. But like I said, in my other video, I'm a long-term investor. I'm not looking at short-term investments in a lot of these. So a lot of the recommendations I get when I give you a stock of the week investment opportunity, what I'm giving you is a long-term. If it's not a long-term, I'll tell you that. So the reason I would say that 122 is also a decent price and you can get in is that I think in the long term you're gonna see great growth with that regardless. So if you have say like a decent amount to invest, like $5 grand, and you wanted to invest in a stock like Auxly and you're okay with that, but like I said, my other video as well, you need to understand the risks and the dangers of investing. Everybody should understand that. Nobody should invest without understanding that the risks, but at the same time, we all take risks in life, and sometimes they don't pan out. Sometimes when they do, and in this case, you need to understand the risks that you're taking, understand the companies you're investing in, understand uh, what they're doing and how they're looking to grow in the industry. And as long as they can maintain their growth, then you will have growth yourself. Um, so all these things are important when it comes to investing. You need to be able to understand kind of how much you're willing to invest, but also what kind of investment you're looking to invest in, whether it's a long-term investment or a short-term investment, whether you want to make money within the next month or whether you're looking at like the next 5 years. Those are important things to think about when you're talking about investing, especially in the cannabis industry. But I would say in the next 2 years is when you're going to see the most growth, when you're going to be able to see like unbelievable amounts of growth with very little investment. Like for instance, I invested like 3,000 in a company, and I made almost 20 grand in a few months. So that's pretty nice, And that was Namaste Technologies, and I talked about that in my other video. But what I want to talk about here is Auxly, the opportunities that they present. And they're basically just based in Western Canada, but they are putting themselves in a really good opportunity through investing in a lot of other companies and also building their own facilities in order to basically control various aspects of the market that they can then use to their advantage. So what I mean by that is essentially looking at different growth technologies. They're looking at like what they do is they invest in a bunch of different industries. So they don't just invest in cultivation. They invest in growth and development projects. They invest in building facilities, like building new cannabis facilities, new technology for growing plants. So they're investing in all aspects of the industry, just like a company like Aurora is. The reason why Aurora is much more is because Aurora is very operational. They already have facilities in operation. They already have product on the shelves. They already have customers that are buying products. So that's why Aurora has higher, so much of a higher valuation. But when you look at Auxly, you can see that they're actually going to be in a pretty good position when it comes to legalization, and they're going to be in a good position to grow in the next year because they're selling and investing in a lot of different technologies and a lot of different areas in which the cannabis industry focuses. So essentially that's why you want to look at companies that are able to invest in different aspects of the industry so they can make money in different ways. They're not just focused on one aspect, not just focus on cultivation and sale, because there can be problems in that, although that is probably the most safest way in companies to invest in. Anyway, I want to keep this short and quick. I just want to say I want you guys to tune into my news channel where I give very good documentaries where I won't be this is kind of a quick on the spot video, so it's not as articulate or not as well edited as my other videos will be. So I hope you guys don't judge me for that. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to put this out to give a quick announcement and to let you guys know that I will be creating a news channel, and I hope I can get some viewers and people to listen and maybe share with your friends and give me some followers. But at the end of the day, I don't really care about that. I just want my message to be heard. It's not about the money for me in the end. I'm making enough money doing this. I actually just want people to get this knowledge, which is why I want people to see it. A little bit of money in the end for me off YouTube wouldn't be a bad thing, but I don't plan on making that my income. I'm like I said, I'm going for my PhD in the fall of 2019. So right now I'm just trying to figure out the best route and what I should be doing in the meantime. But because I've been making so much money investing and through my investments over the last couple of years, and I've been doing so much research, I figured I'd give that knowledge to you guys and trying to get you guys a little bit of my research too, because I study history. Sorry I didn't say that before too, and kind of a little flabbergasted and trying to get this all out. But essentially, I studied history. I have a master's degree. Like I said, I talked before about what my specialization was in. But really I focus on all aspects of history, so I'm willing to discuss anything. And if you guys have any special reports you want me to do, or any media reports or different aspects of history that you want me to talk about, let me know and I will make a video probably that week. I'll try and get it out for you guys. Whatever you guys want, I'm here for you guys. So if you guys also want to know about any stocks or you have any questions, I'll do all the research I can, or I will give you all my opinions and all my facts that I have about those companies and what I think of them. So I'm here for you guys, but at the same time, I hope you guys can follow me and subscribe and tune into my news channel. So thanks, and hope to see you guys soon.